بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن استمن بسنته إلى يوم الدين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hey, welcome to lesson 3. Just a brief recap of lesson 2. What we learned in lesson 2 was about the first letter of the Arabic alphabet, the alif. We learned that it was just a straight vertical line. It was one of the 6 or 7 letters that do not connect to the letters after them. We also learned that there is a special way of writing it when it comes after the letter lam. I know we haven't seen that letter before, but just as a note, after the lam, the alif is slanted a bit or curved inwards, curved to the left. What does it sound like? Well, we learned that it goes against the rules. It doesn't sound like anything, actually. All it does is, in fact, stretch the sound in Arabic. The Arabic equivalent of the a vowel, for example, ba, alif comes along and changes ba to ba. Or if the letter before the alif is a very heavy letter, which we'll talk about much later, then it's going to sound like law as opposed to ba. So a as in fashion and law as in father. Now let's move on to look at the next letters. In this lesson, we're going to look at the letters Baa Taa and Thaa, and we're grouping them together because they have the same body. These letters look very similar because they have the same body. Now, as when we talk about Arabic letters, we talk about them having a body and dots. We divide them into those two parts. So obviously the body of all these is the same. It looks like a bowl, like that. Ba has 1 dot underneath. Ta has 2 dots on top. And Tha has 3 dots on top, like that, in the form of a triangle. Now, Ba sounds exactly like the English letter B. There's absolutely no difference. Ta is represented by a T in English. Let me just write the letters beside them. So Ba is B, Ta is T, but there's a big difference. T has this T sound, this hard T sound, but Ta has a very soft T sound. Okay, and finally, Tha sounds like TH, as in thin or throw, in those types of words. Okay, that TH, it sounds like that. This is the letter Tha. Okay, just some more detail now. Now, as I said, Ba sounds exactly like the English letter B, so there's not much to say about it. It's just the letter B. Same thing. Da is represented by T, as I said, but it's very different. T is pronounced when you take the tip of your tongue and you hit the roots on the roof of your mouth. For example, let's look at this picture. And these are the top teeth, your central incisors, the front 2 teeth. This is the part where your mouth meets the teeth. And there are some ridges here, okay? Some ridges on either side of your mouth. It's almost symmetrical. The tip of your tongue touches these ridges. It curves from the bottom and goes upward, like that, something like that, and it touches those ridges, and you form the t sound. Some people move their tongue slightly forward in order to pronounce the T. In either case, you end up with the hard t sound. Okay, but in Arabic, Da is not pronounced like that. Let me clear the screen for you. Okay, and Da is actually pronounced when your tongue touches the area where your teeth and the roof of your mouth meet, like this. Okay, it doesn't come from the bottom up. It's not coming from the bottom up. It's going straight at your teeth, and you're not using the exact tip of your tongue. It's not the tip of your tongue that you're using. You're using more of it, more of the top of your tongue. Da. When you pronounce da, it's not just the tip of your tongue that's doing the work. It's a bit more, okay? So compare the two and follow along with me. T versus D. T, D. T, D. Okay? Now the next letter is Tha. Now Tha is not that difficult, again, because we have that sound in English. Even though we don't have a single letter, we do have that sound, and it's produced by the combination TH, as in thin. okay, or throw, or think, okay, that TH produces this sound. Now, just for informational purposes, that happens when the tip of your tongue, or slightly behind the tip of your tongue, that area touches the bottom of your central incisors, okay? You'd open your mouth a bit more. In this diagram, the mouth is not open, so it seems like the tongue that I've drawn here is touching the bottom teeth, but your tongue does not touch the bottom teeth. It rests under the top central incisors, okay? Those two teeth, it rests under those two teeth. And it's not just the tip that rests under them, under those two teeth, it's a bit more. Your tongue is sticking slightly out of the teeth, okay? It's tha, tha. And again, it's not that difficult because we have this sound in English. So let's look at a few words. Let's pronounce this word together. First we have a tha, and then a ba, and then a ta, okay? So, and they all have the vowel after them. So this is tha, ba, ta. Again, tha, ba, ta. Again, tha, ba, ta. Okay. Now we're going to talk about vowels later, but it's just remember it's not tha ba ta or tha ba ta. It's just tha ba ta. Okay. Now we see an alif here also. Remember we covered alif in the previous lesson. Just because we've covered it doesn't mean we can forget about it now. It's going to keep coming over and over again. Okay. So don't worry, you're going to get enough practice with all these letters. This is tha alif, which produces not tha but tha. Okay. Remember that fashion sound, tha. And then we have a ba and then a ta. And the vowel between them is an I. This is pronounced. Pronounce it with me now. Tha bit. Again. Tha bit. Once more. Tha bit. Okay. Thabit. Thabata. Thabit. Now I'm going to read this sentence. I want you to follow along as I read it and notice the highlighted letters. The highlighted letters, when I get to them, I want you to notice me pronouncing them, okay? I know we haven't covered any of the other letters, but when I get to the highlighted letters that we have covered, I want you to notice me pronouncing them, okay? Here we go. At, mam, tu, alaykum, ni'mati. Okay, notice when I got here, I pronounced the at. Notice when I got here, I pronounced also the mam tu. Okay. Notice when I got here, I pronounced ni'mati. Okay, that sound. The. Let me do it again. At, there's a ta sound. Mam tu, there's another ta sound. Alaykum, nothing there. Ni'mati. Okay, ti, that another the sound. Let's go a bit faster. Atmamtu alaykum ni'mati. Now some people put a little bit more force on the ta. It doesn't sound like ta, it sounds like t. It's almost like they're spitting their breath out. Okay, that's also possible. You can also do that. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, a lot of people do that. Instead of atmamtu, they might say atmamtu. Okay? Let's do another example. Tabbat yada abi lahab. Okay? Let's do it slowly now. Let's notice the letters as we pronounce them. Tab. Okay, I pronounced da, tab, and then a ba. Tab. Bat. Okay, I pronounced another ba. Dab, bat, and another ta. Dab, bat. Da, ba, ba, ta. You only see one ba written here, but it's actually two, and we'll talk about that much later. Don't worry about that. Dab, bat. Okay? Yada, nothing there. Abi. Abi. Notice the b sound, okay? Abi. Tabbat yada abi lahab. Lahab. Notice the b at the end. Okay? Now faster. Tabbat yada abi lahab. Okay? Another example. ثانية اثنين إذ هما في الغار. Okay? Tha, there's a tha sound. Tha, okay? Niyeth, another tha. Thaniyeth naini idh huma fil ghar. Nothing else there. Yet another example. Again, follow along. Nafathati fil uqad. Okay? Again. Nafathati fil uqad. Now notice as I read, by the way, that I'm pronouncing this nafathati. So you hear the t, but why is it t, not tu, not ta, right? Why is it that vowel? Again, the vowels aren't written. I'm pronouncing them, but it's not something that you can follow along with. Okay, it's not there. It's not written. Why is it t? How do you know it's t? Where is that written? How do I know? You don't know. I'm pronouncing it. I know this word, so I'm telling you what it is. Okay? So don't worry about that. Where's that D, E, E? Where's that coming from? Don't worry about that. Okay, again. Nafathati fil uqad. Now notice the fa, which in English, of course, is equivalent to the letter F. Fa is different from tha. Again, they're very close. Of course, you're not going to confuse them because in English we have these sounds, so there's no reason you should confuse them. I just want to point out that they're very similar, so just be aware of that when you're listening and trying to hone in on the th sound. Okay, one last time. Nafathati fil uqad. Now let's do some exercises. I want you to tell me how many ba, tas, and thas you hear in what I say. Okay, and we're going to do this together. So when I say it, I'm going to say it 3 times, and I want you to pause the recording, pause the video, and tell me how many you hear. Resume the video, and I'm going to tell you the answer, okay? ثلاثة ثلاثة ثلاثة. How many does this one have? Well, it has no buzz. ثلاثة. I didn't hear a b sound. It has no tas. ثلاثة. I didn't hear a t in there anywhere. So 0 tas. ثلاثة. I heard 2 thas. Th, that's 1. La, th. There's another th. Okay? ثلاثة. So 2 thas. By the way, how many alifs in there? ثلاثة. ثلاثة. There's 1 alif. Remember, it's not ثلاثة, it's ثلاثة. Second one, برتقال. 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 How many does this one have? Well, how many bas do you hear? برتقال. I hear 1 right in the beginning. برتقال. Okay? How many tas do you hear? برتقال. I hear 1. Burtu. 2. There it is. Burtuqal. So there's 1 ta. How many thas do you hear? Burtuqal. None. I don't hear any thas. Okay? By the way, how many alifs? Burtuqal. Well, it's not burtuqal. It's burtuqal. Qal. Okay? Burtuqal. There's 1 alif. Third one. Asakir. عساكر. عساكر. Okay, how many bas in there? Well, عساكر. I don't hear any bas, nor do I hear any tas. Is there a tha? عساكر. Actually, no. There are no thas. That was a trick question. Remember, tha sounds like the th in thin or throw or think. I said asakir. I didn't say athakir. I said asakir. Fourth one. Tastakthir. 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 How many bas? Tastakthir. I don't hear any. How many tas? Tastakthir. Two tas. Tas, that's one. Tak, that's two. Thir. So, two tas. How many tas? Tastakthir. I hear one. Tas, again, that's the S sound. Now, I know we haven't covered the S sound, but that's no reason we should confuse it with the th sound. Okay, fifth one. Shababik. 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 How many bas? Shaba, that's one. Beek, that's two. I hear two bas. Okay, how many tas? Shababik. Well, I hear no tas and I hear no thas. By the way, how many alifs? Shababik. I hear one alif. Shababik. There it is. It's not shababik, it's shababik. Alright? Number 6 now. Batatis. 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 Okay, how many bas? One ba. It's in the beginning. Batatis. Okay, how many tas? Well, it sounds like there are two. Batatis. Okay, but ba, this very heavy letter, ba, is a letter we're going to cover later. I guess this was sort of a trick question because it sounds like da, but you should know da sounds like the. Ba. Ba is a very different letter in Arabic. Okay, it might not sound different to us because we're just getting started, but in Arabic it's a very different letter. And although we haven't covered it, I want you to still be aware of what exactly da sounds like and not confuse it with any other letter. Okay, so this, there's no da in there. So no da. Tha, again, no tha. This, that's an S sound, s, not a th sound. Okay. Seventh one. Thabat. 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 How many does this one have? Well, thabat, I hear one ba, thabat, ba. I hear one ta at the end, thabat. And I hear one tha right at the beginning, thabat. Okay? And by the way, there's one alif. It's not thabat, it's thabat. Okay, number 8. Tuthbitu. 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 How many bas? Tuthbitu. There's a ba. How many tas? Tuthbitu. Well, there's one in the very beginning and there's one in the very end. Tuthbitu. Okay, so there are two. And how many thas? Tuth, there's one, bitu, and that's the only one. So one tha. Last one. Hobok. 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 Well, there's one ba. It's pretty obvious. Hobok. And I don't hear any thas, nor do I hear any thas. Hobok. Okay? Now let's practice writing Baa Taa and Thaa. Now, like I said, Arabic words are divided into their letters are divided into the body and the dots. Now, Baa Taa and Thaa have the same body, which is why we group them together. It goes like this. It looks kind of like a bowl. It goes from the right like this to the left, up like that. And the difference between these letters is in, of course, their dots. Ba having one dot on the bottom, Da having two dots on the top, and Tha having three dots on the top. Okay. Now, if you're writing really fast, what you can do, if you're writing on the computer, you'll have separate dots. But if you're writing really fast with a pen, you might just go like this for the dots of the and like this for the dots of the. Okay, you might just quickly draw a line like that instead of writing the dots individually. Now, in the beginning of a sequence, the Baa Taa Thaa body looks like this. Okay, and you fill in the dots as appropriate. In the middle, it looks like this. You come in from the previous letter. You write this little nib here. It's just a nib. And then you come down and you go into the next letter. And you fill in the dots as appropriate. And at the end of a sequence, it looks like this. You come in from the previous letter. You create this hook or this tooth or this nib. It's usually called a tooth. And you come up and you finish the letter. And you fill in the dots as appropriate, like that. Now, something for your interest. The Baa Taa Thaa body actually comes from an ancient hieroglyph. The hieroglyph looks like this. Something like this. Okay? And it's actually the blueprint of a house. And it looks like that. And the English letter B and the Arabic letters Baa Taa and Tha both come from the same hieroglyph. English turned the hieroglyph on its side and turned it into that. Arabic turned it upside down and it turned it into that. So the English letter B now looks like this, and the Arabic letter Ba now looks like this, but they come from the same origin, actually, interestingly enough. In fact, Ba in ancient Aramaic, the language that precedes Arabic, is called Bait. And Bait in Aramaic and Arabic means house. But now it's called Ba. So that's something for your interest. So let's practice with Ba. Now Ba rests on the line and the dot goes underneath. So we start like this. Start from the right. Create the first tooth. Curved in like this. Draw the long body that looks like a bowl. Come in and draw the other tooth. And fill in the dot like that. Okay? Let's do it one more time. Like that. Okay? Now this is Ba in the beginning of a sequence. Come in, draw the first part, but don't complete the letter, just go straight into the next letter like this. Okay? This word is bal. It means rather, in fact. Okay? So bal. Now this word has Ba. The sequence has Ba in the middle, so you draw that letter and you come into the Ba like this. You draw this tooth. It looks like you're going to finish the Ba, but then you go right into the next letter, like that. Okay? This letter has two dots on top. This word is qabl, which means before, or it could be qubul, depending on how you vowel it. Qubul means the front part of something. Okay, let's do it one more time. Don't worry about that first letter. Go into the Ba, draw the tooth, come back as if you're going to finish the letter, but then go straight into the next letter like so. Draw the dot. The dot goes, usually people put it right under the tooth here. It goes right there. It's actually more correct to put it just to the left. Okay? But it really doesn't matter. Okay, now this is Ba at the end of a sequence. Go into the Ba and then actually start and complete it, like so. This word is lab or lub, depending on how you vowel it. Okay, there we go. Let's do some practice. This first word has a da, so it's in the beginning of a sequence. So we start drawing it, but then we don't finish. We just write the tooth, from the tooth into the connection line, and from the connection line into the next letter, and the next letter happens to be Ba. So we're coming into the Ba, draw the tooth, go into the next letter is an alif, and draw it like that. That's the end of the sequence. And let's finish the word. This is a Ba on its own because it has no letter after it, and the letter before it can't connect to it. So it's a fully Ba in its full form. Now, I shouldn't have drawn that dot. When we're done, we come back and we draw the dots, like so. Okay? So writing the dots is just like dotting your I's in English. You do it after you're done the entire sequence. In fact, the entire word. Even if there are multiple sequences in a word, you draw the entire word, you write the entire word, and then you come back and you dot your letters. Okay, so that's dabab. Dabab means slow and gradual destruction. It's kind of a negative word. This word here is thabata. First letter tha. So draw the tooth, draw the connection line, go into the ba, draw the ba, the tooth of the ba, go into the next letter. Next letter is a ta, and it's the last letter of the sequence of the word, in fact. So just draw the whole thing like so. Thabata, tha, ba, da. Okay? Or thubita, depending on how you vowel it, or thabbata, or etc. And then this word is thabat. Thabata and thabat have similar base letters. They have the same base letters, so their basic meaning is the same thing. It has to do with being established, being firm. Okay, this is the tha. Draw the tooth. Go into the next letter. Draw the connection line. The next letter happens to be a ba. Go into the ba. Draw the tooth. Come back out into the next letter. Next letter is alif. Go right into it, bottom to top, like so. And then alif can't connect to the next letter, so we have to draw it in its entirety. This is a tha, just has the bowl, and there we go. The bat, like so. Now this is a heading from an article from the Al Jazeera newspaper, and what we're going to do is pick out the bas, das, and thas, okay? And the way we do that is we look for dots. Ba has 1 dot on the bottom, da has 2 dots on the top, and tha has 3 dots on the top. Now there are other letters with similar number of dots in similar positions, okay? So dots have 2 things. How many are there, and what position are they in? Are they on top of the letter? Are they under the letter? Which of those 2 are they? Okay, so ba has 1 dot, and it's at the bottom. Da has 2 dots, and they're on the top. Tha has 3 dots, and they're on the top. But there are other letters that, for example, have 2 dots on top, have 3 dots on top. So what we have to look for then is the shape of the body, okay? First we start with the dots, and then we go to the body if there's confusion. So make sure that the body of the letter is something like this, okay? At the beginning and in the middle is like this, and if it's by itself or at the end it'll look something like this. This is the body that we're looking for. Okay? So I see a ba here. There's 1 dot, and the body is correct. It's appropriate. Now, I see 2 dots here, and they're on the bottom. Baa Taa and Thaa, neither of those has 2 dots on the bottom. There is a letter here with 2 dots on top. Okay, and does the body match? Is it appropriate? Yes, it is. That is a da. Now we have another letter here. It has 3 dots on top, so it looks like a good candidate for tha. Oh, but the body doesn't match. The body has these little ridges or teeth. Okay, so that's not exactly the body we're looking for. So that is not a tha. Now let's move on. I see 2 dots on the bottom. That's not anything we're looking for. I see 2 dots on top here. Oh, but the body is very different. It's nothing like what we've seen. Okay, so that's not what we're looking for. Aha. Here is 1 dot on the bottom, and it has the perfect body shape. Okay. Now here's 1 dot on top, but neither Baa Taa nor Thaa has 1 dot on top. Here's a dot, but it's kind of in the middle of the letter. Not only that, but the shape of the body is it's nothing like what we've seen so far. So that's not a candidate. Aha. 1 dot on the bottom, and the body looks exactly like what we've seen in Baa Taa and Thaa. Okay, so there you go. There's a ba. Another ba. Okay, anything else? Yes, another ba. Anything else? Seeing a lot of letters with either 2 dots on the bottom or 1 dot on top, but Baa Taa and Thaa are not like that. Okay, now let's go into the second line. 2 dots on the bottom, nope. 2 dots on the top. It has the Baa Taa Thaa body, yes. There's a Tha. Okay. 1 dot on top, nope. 2 dots on the bottom, nope. 1 dot on top, nope. Aha. 3 dots on top, and it has the exact body that we're looking for. That's a tha. Okay? 2 dots on top, but an oval body or circular body. 1 dot on top, nope. 2 dots on top, but not the body that we're looking for. And no more dots. Okay? So we've found all the ba, das, and thas, and we've ruled out the letters that have similar dots, but not the body that we're looking for. Okay? So in the exercises, you'll be asked to do something similar. Now, let's take a look at our progress and notice that we've colored in the alifs and also now the bas, das, and thas.